Hey, welcome back everybody. We're going to do another episode of what we found this weekend at yard sales and give you some tips on the kind of things you could sell and what's working and what's not working on eBay. Went through some toys and things. This is just kind of some odds and ends, and I still have more. Believe it or not, I told you I had 2 carloads full of stuff and turned away quite a bit too. So we're going to look at a few different items and give you some suggestions, maybe broaden your horizons on the things you could buy, or maybe show you some things that you really want to avoid. So anyway, come here, Reagan. I'm going to have my 2 assistants with me again today, and they're going to help. So why don't you guys go over there and let me talk about these things here, and then when I'm ready, I'll have you bring some stuff, okay? All right, go ahead. All right. The first one here is an ashtray. Now, I pick up ashtrays all the time. There's 3 of them. The insert ones are good. They're not big money, but if you can pay 50 cents for an ashtray and you can turn it for, $8 or $9, it sometimes can be long tail. I undercut some people and I usually sell them fairly quickly. I have a few too many right now, but find unique ones and you can usually sell them. But I won't pay more than 50 cents for them at the most. So this one was interesting. I put it in my, here's another one back here as well. I normally get the ambered color ones. But this one was real nice and heavy, and I bought it. And then when I got it home, actually, this isn't the one. This is some kind of a, I can't really read it in the light here, but this one says Vice President of the United States on it. And if you look, it's etched in there real small. It says Spiro Agnew, so that's kind of an old one. At any rate, so ashtrays are an option depending on what you want to do, but most people probably avoid them because they're kind of long tail. So, all right, we didn't talk about these big ones last time, and they were in the video. So this is just a glove. It's a unique looking McGregor glove. I don't know if you can see that or not, but got an interesting web there. The athlete's choice, and inside it's literally got a web. Okay, see that, Turner? A little spider web in the middle.
Oh, that's cool.
Okay, and it's in really good shape. It's an old glove, and it was $1. I'm pretty sure we can sell this one. Looks like an old softball glove. Okay, called the Big Mac. All right. All right. This was in the video last time, and I see these every once in a while. I've sold a few. Cypress Gardens skis, Cypress Gardens, Florida, made in the USA. Dick Pope Jr., 3-time champion. So obviously it's not in great shape if you look at the end of it, and there's just one. But people will use this if they live at a lake or something. They'll use it as in a man cave or something like this. And I paid $1 for this, and it'll go anywhere between 25 and 50. This one probably on the lower end, unfortunately. But it's really not that hard. If you get the right box and you store it away, I have a shed out back and I just put boxes for, that I find for items like this. Don't be afraid of it because it's probably going to be a $20 minimum profit, maybe $40 profit on it. It just depends on how long I'm willing to wait. So that's an interesting one. All right. This is a interesting bag, and they had $10 on it. I don't know if you can see the tooled leather there. Is a couple of bowling pins. It's a bowling ball bag, and I have seen these on eBay, and there's a big difference in the selling price. I've never sold one. I've seen them and looked them up before, but people wanted too much, $25 or something like that. But I got one for $10 with a couple of things thrown in. Matter of fact, almost all that Tupperware was a throw in here. They wouldn't come down off the tin, and I said, "Well, you throw in the Tupperware," and they did everything except for that bowl in the back. So this is in pretty good shape, hand tooled. I'm thinking it might go for, if I'm willing to wait, because there's not that many out there. Maybe list it separate. Sometimes you put, here's a little trick, and put diaper bag on this as well. And some ladies like to use bowling ball bags for diaper bags. It's an interesting, or carry on. There's different ways to list it. So I'm thinking it might go for 50. Haven't looked them up in a while, but it's possible. All right. Let's talk Tupperware for just a second, and then I might have y'all come over in a minute, okay? Tupperware is a long tail item. It's not something I'd suggest people sell. Maybe if you just get started on it, maybe to break you in a little bit. It's easy to find. It's not much money, but you can get some good feedback with it and sell this stuff. It's also hard to break. This one will sell on its own and make pretty good money. So this is an item I think I would suggest buying independently. Most of the time I wouldn't buy it unless you're going to find a lot of stuff for $1 or something like that. And another little trick, sometimes if you find something like this is not going to break. So you can definitely keep it under 15 ounces, or excuse me, under 16 ounces, and definitely ship it pretty cheap, and undercut some people who are shipping it first or priority mail. Sometimes just selling the lid. Somebody wants a lid, you know, a dog chewed it up or something. They just want the lid for it and something they've used. So there's an option too. And you gotta look up different items. If you know anything about Tupperware, there's always a number on the item. This one's $15.51. This one's worth probably nothing independently, but you can always take the lids off and lot them together. I usually just put them in a giant tub out in the shed, and then in the wintertime I'll have a Tupperware listing day. Wash it all, list it all in one day, put it back in the tub, and start pulling it out as I sell it. All right, 2 more things here. Actually, a few more things, and then we'll get you guys. Cheerio box. Turner, come here. Would you like to play with that? Huh? There's a die cast in there, okay? And I paid $1 for this, and it's got a Stacy Compton autograph on it, and it's got plastic on it. I have no idea what it's worth. I haven't even looked it up. But my guess is the car, if nothing else, will make a little bit of money. Would you eat that Cheerios? Would you eat this? You wouldn't eat it? You think the Cheerios are older than you? Probably so. And there was 2 of them, bigger size box as well, and this one has an autograph on it as well, right there. So, and then we have a Bible right here, and I paid $1 for it, and this should go for $10 to $15. It's one of the family record editions, and you go media mail on that. I have an Aladdin Stanley back there, and like I said, I paid $1 for it. Those are hard to sell because they're kind of heavy, but you can take the lids off and the stoppers, and you can sell those that way. Perfection Game, and it had no box with it, but the Perfection Game, if you see these out there, they're good for a $6 profit or so, as long as they have the pieces. You could sell the game without the box as long as everything's working. If you remember that. And start and stop. It wasn't pushed down, so it didn't pop. But usually what I do is just take the pieces out and sell the pieces. One big lot. Hopefully everything's there. You just put them in here and take a picture of this with all the pieces, and then they know all the pieces are there. And you get rid of this. Right? Sometimes I'll sell them together. All right, kiddos, what do y'all got for me today to talk about? You got that? I paid 50 cents for this. I have absolutely no idea. I'll get a little closer so you can see. It is a 2-inch cobalt wire wheel brush. This could be an Amazon item as well. It's new, it's sealed. I don't do Amazon, but I'm going to. Eventually I have a giant area just storing stuff ready to do Amazon. Who knows, I might do it this summer. I might wait. I might not ever do it. So this could be a decent little Amazon item. Who knows? All right, this one right here, Pioneer 6-disc multiplay, and they're taped together here. I think they wanted 2, and I paid $1. These used to go for really good money, but now not so much. But it's still going to be a $10 to $15 profit item. Is pretty easy. Okay. All right. What else we got? This is a good one. So I took a few pictures of this, put it on the Instagram and on Twitter. Talked to Craigslist Hunter. I know he likes decals, so I have all these decals. So Pete, if you're out there, you see one you want, I'll send it to you. Or if there's something in particular you've been looking for, I'll be happy to look for it for you and send it to you. There's some interesting ones. I haven't looked them all up, obviously. A couple stuck together. There is some older ones in here, and then some that aren't so old. Unfortunately, some of them, have been half peeled, but very few. This one's actually pretty good, but it's in poor condition. I think I looked that one up and they'd go for about $12. Now, I paid $5 for this whole box, and I obviously haven't counted them, but I bet there's 500 of them in there. You know, these are a dime a dozen, but they're neat, and probably have to sell them in a lot. Here's the Air Force one. What do we got here? Virginia Cavaliers, an old bumper sticker. Who knows? That might even sell. I probably will end up pulling a few of these out and selling them, making a little bit of money back, and then lotting the rest together and selling them. Another way to do it is to find this a good trick, to have a buddy at the flea market. I don't do flea markets, but if you know a couple people at the flea market and you have something like this, this is something that they would put at their table and say 50 cents a piece, right? And if there's 500, that's $250 to them, right? I paid $5. If I pull out the good ones, pull out the cherries, and then say, hey, give me $50, you can have the box, and you have that relationship with somebody, it's a good way to do it. All right, what do we got? And I think I showed you one of these the other day. Thank you, Reagan. This one's in the box. I mean, it's used, but they wanted $2 for it, $2, and that's what I paid. These will go, the little charge stands on them will go for maybe a little bit less than $15, and they're light as can be, so you're making like $10, $12 a piece on those. That's not even counting the unit itself. This is probably going to end up being a $50 profit, okay, for $2. All right, what else we got, Turner? Come here. Electric eraser. An electric eraser. I don't even know what an electric eraser is, but it looked neat, and it had $2 on it. Maybe you can see that right there. Maybe somebody out there can tell me what this thing is. It says a 7-inch electric machine erasers. Dark gray ink erasers in the packages. Looks like it's in good shape. It had $2 on it, and it was the first yard sale I went to in the community sale. And I said, hey, you take it for $1? Do you give it to me for $1? And he's like, sure. And I didn't even look it up. I just wanted to move on. If you buy dollar items you're not sure about, only 1 out of 10's got to pay off for it to be worth it. And usually much more than that are going to pay off. I would say usually with 75% of your buys are going to pay off if you're not sure, if you have good instincts and know what you're looking at. And I don't know what I'm looking at. All right. Ooh, hey, bring me that big box right there. Nope, the one behind it. Nope, right there. There you go. This is PC501 Brother. This goes to this item. I bought them together for $5. So this, believe it or not, is a Brother fax machine, and it's brand new in the box. Brand new in the box, never been opened, and they wanted $5 for it, and I gave them $5 for it. This should be at least a $50 I shouldn't say at least. This should be a $50 profit item. Why anybody would want it, I'm not sure, but they do, so that's a good one. And it comes with a cartridge too. What else we got? Here we go, the popular one, Xbox. I paid $10 for this. I opened it up, looks like it's clean, looks like everything's in here. There's even one game with it. Not a huge money maker, but I'll have my boy go through and work on this and test it out. And sometimes I wait till closer to Christmas, about Thanksgiving time, and I'll list all the video game stuff. Sometimes I don't, depending on how much time we have, but that'll be a good money maker for both of us. All right, come on. Let's wrap this thing up. We got about a minute or so left. Oh, this is just a junk bag here. It's got a bunch of different electronics on it. I think the whole, that's a little cassette recorder, a little Sony. The whole bag, there it is, how it is. So they had a $2 sticker on the bag, and it has a bunch of the VTech phones, maybe some other goodies in here. I didn't even look through it. I still haven't looked through it, but $2 for that, and I saw the phones. It's definitely worth it right there for sure. A whole box full of stuff. Here, Reagan, will you hold these for me? Will you hold this, stand here and hold that one up. That's another Furby. It's a different type of a Furby. Okay, can you hold those? Okay. And then one more. Look at that thing. Got that? All right. If you hold those for a minute, now we'll look at these. These look like old Snoopies. I have no idea what they came from, but this was at the first yard sale of the day before I got to the to the neighborhood yard sale. It had a good yard sale. There's a few things from there I didn't show you, but this is a good one. I don't know about this in particular, but it looks like a patriotic Snoopy of some sort. I don't know. They definitely look vintage, and they're in the plastic. It might be a restaurant giveaway. I'm not really sure. I'll have to check these out. But they wanted a quarter piece for all the plushes. I think I got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 of them, and I paid $1, so pretty good. I buy this stuff occasionally. I have to clean it up, but it's Revere wear. Sometimes I pass on it, but this one, they had $1 on it, and I got 2 pieces with a lid for $1. So, you know, they'll make $6, $7, $8 profit on them. This was an interesting one, and this was a quarter. It's an old Band-Aid tin, if you can believe those. If you see old Band-Aid tins, depending on which one, but this one, if I had to guess, just looking at the graphics, probably at least, at that price, probably at least an $8 profit, maybe 10 nowadays, because they tend to be going for more, but who knows. And this one's for Uncle Steve. This is a golf ball call, and I have no idea what it's worth or if it'll resell, but I figured it would at least help him keep some of his golf balls. It says, help for locating lost golf balls, space-age technology that has a practical application. It says, just blow the call in the direction you last saw your ball. Watch the reaction. Golf ball dimples will react to sound waves, causing vibration of the ball. The harder you blow, the more vibration action. So you can find your golf balls, Bubba. All right. Now, hold on to the Furby, okay? I have no idea what these are at all. Maybe somebody out there can tell me. I didn't even bother looking them up. I just thought they looked neat for the price. There's a tag right there. I don't think you can read anything on it, but they're kind of neat. Here's one. All right, let's see what it says. It says Pokemon. Holy moly. All right, Pokemon. And they look old for sure. 1999, 1998. So they just qualify for being vintage. Pokemon little stuffed plushes, little tiny ones. So we'll look those up. All right, and here's a Furby. This is a different, it's not a beanbag Furby, but it should sell pretty good. This is also, should be 98. Yep, 98 Tiger. And who knows, we'll check, see if it's got the batteries and all that, but that was a quarter. Okay, yep, bring that big old thing over here, Reagan, and then we'll call it a night. Oh my gosh, look at you two. Look at you two. I need this one. All right, so this is an Electrolux, y'all. And I don't suggest this because, to be honest with you, I got 5 or 6 of these, and I got to get to selling them, and I don't know why I don't because they're good money. This right here should go for about $100, just this piece right here. I paid $5 for the whole machine. Now it needs cleaned. I'm going to have to pay my boy a little bit to get this thing cleaned and tested and all that. I need to clean these out, and it's a pain in the butt, but this is probably an $80 profit, maybe more. Usually you take the top of these off, and you just sell this piece right here. You don't have to ship this thing. And another way to make money on these old Electroluxes is the hose. This is the hose right here, and you take the hose off if it's in good shape, and you sell the hose. And sometimes you chuck the canister if it's working real good. You can sell the canister separate as well. All right, hey. If you like these, I'm going to keep putting content out. If you would subscribe and hit the bell and leave some comments and give me some suggestions, I'd really much appreciate it. Hey, y'all, come say goodbye. Say goodbye.
Bye.
And thank you guys for your help. It's awesome. You guys did a good job.
Again.
Hey, can you tell them to can you tell them to like it, like our YouTube channel?
Yes. Please like it.
Yeah, and you say subscribe below.
Subscribe down below.
That's right, and check out our other videos, y'all. All right, see you later.
Bye.